Okay, so this is Who the F Did I Raise? Age 7. When Mikey turned 7, his desire to destroy things rose exponentially. Putting holes in the wall, tearing up clothes, tearing up washing machines, throwing away food, just being destructive. Whatever he put his hands on, he destroyed, and he did it intentionally. He would need new shoes, new clothes, and we would go shopping for him and buy him whatever it is that he needed. And within 2 or 3 days, he had torn it up. Now, you can't send your child to school with torn up clothes and holes in his shoes, right? It's just, you can't do it. His coats we would buy, he would cut his coats with scissors. Where was he getting scissors from? He was stealing them from the teachers because I no longer allowed him to have scissors. He found a way to use the kindergarten dull scissors that you give 5-year-olds. He found a way to use those to be destructive. He was carving names in furniture. He carved up his dresser. I had an antique dresser that I had in his room. He carved up all kind of stuff in that. He would take off the ear ducts in the house. And I talked about this a little bit yesterday, but he would put things in the wall that he was stealing. So back in the day when Yeti cups were big, you know how you are like the Stanley cups now? Well, we had Yeti cups. I wish I had my cup up here to show you. It's YETI, right? And it was like a rave, a whole thing. His teachers could not leave a Yeti cup or anything out because he would have it. Okay, he would be bringing stuff home. I would be taking stuff back up to the school. It was so embarrassing. But I would have to take stuff up to the school and put it in the lost and found or take it to the office because he wouldn't tell me whose it was. So I would just have to take it up there and let them know, hey, I put this stuff in the lost and found or I put this in the office if the office was open. So he would take money that he found. I mean, he found everything. Y'all, I would hide stuff in my car, in an envelope, rolled up, under the seat, under the mat, in the ashtray. This boy took his time and he would find everything that I saved. I had money stashed in different places, right? It was just a habit. And sometimes I would forget it was there. And sometimes I would put it there intentionally, like to go, this is back in the day when we still had money orders before we were able to pay things online. And we would have like the rent money in an envelope, maybe in the glove compartment or in the overhead thing that you put down, the sun visor, right? I don't know how he would get it, when he would get it, why he would even be looking there. But I would go, and it's almost like you feel like you've lost your mind because you're like, I know I put it here, right? But then because I hid money in so many different places or because I had so much going on, it's like he would do things to always keep me thrown off balance. Now, mind you, he's only 7. He's 7 years old. This is my son I'm talking about. Not a relationship, not anything like that. This was my son. And he would do things to purposefully keep me off balance, to always keep me on my toes, keep me guessing if it was something I misplaced or if it was something he took. He would do diabolical stuff, like take one shoe. One shoe. Where's my other shoe? Where my left shoe at? In his wall, right? Where's the remote control at? In his wall. Where are all the batteries in the house? From the remote controls in his wall. That's that high IQ stuff, right? That I'm going to mess with you and sit back and watch you like this while you're stressed out. And that's what he would do. He would do stuff, take stuff, hide stuff, tear up stuff, and just sit back and watch us. And would just be fascinated. And you can see the fascination on his face. He got a kick out of it. So I had to practice my poker face and just act like things didn't bother me, because the more upset I got, or if I started crying, or if I started panicking, oh no, what did I do with my rent money? What did I do with my medicine? What did I do with this? Where's my glasses? If I started panicking about it, he would just feed off of that. And I started noticing it when my husband said something, right? Quan would be like, look at his face. And he'll be sitting there like, right? Like, ooh, I'm getting something out of this. And I never understood that. I didn't even know to look for that because my brain doesn't work like that. I don't mess with people. I don't try to manipulate situations for my own entertainment or harm somebody for my own gain. So it was very odd to me. And it just really made me sad. It didn't make me angry. It was really difficult for me to get angry with him because it just made me sad. It's like I was mourning our relationship while we were still in relationship, if that makes any sense. I was mourning the relationship I wish I had with him. No matter what I tried, no matter how I spoke to him, kind, firm, assertive, passive, whatever, there was no trigger to make him display these behaviors. It wasn't like I would do something to him and then he would go and do something, tear up something, be destructive, steal money, tear up the money into a lot of little pieces, or take mail and hide it. He didn't even know what the mail was. He would just take stuff and hide it, right? There was no trigger for him. He was just constantly always doing something, putting things in our toothbrush, in a toothpaste, putting things in our juice. He didn't really start the poisoning until he was 8 years old. So he was dabbling in stuff when he was younger. And I don't know if this is stuff he learned from Encyclopedia Britannicas, because by this time at age 7, he had completed the entire series of the Encyclopedia Britannicas. We had the hard copies in his room. He had a bookcase with over 200 books because he loved to read. That was just something that I wanted him to do. But knowledge is a two-edged sword. Because baby, the smarter he got, the more diabolical he got. It was like having an evil genius in the house. But he was so young, and whenever he would do something like steal, when he would steal gum and stuff from Walmart, at this time he was just stealing little petty stuff. I would take him back up there. We would have to make him apologize. He was so cute that they would tell him, oh, don't worry about it. You're so cute, you can have it. No, he can't. And you don't want to tell everybody like, look, this little child may be a psychopath. Please do not encourage this behavior. Like, you don't want to tell everybody that because that's not everybody's business. My thing was, look, Scare him straight. Be like, look, you're going to go to jail. You keep on stealing stuff. Absolutely not. Wouldn't do it because he was cute with his little big old glasses, big curly hair, or he had his hair cut low and his little fade up. He was just always adorable. And he knew how to use that. He would turn on the charm, make his eyes. But he knew exactly what to do in any given situation to make it work in his favor. In addition to adults not being the smartest kid in caboodle, right? Or the sharpest crayon in the bunch. It really made it easy for him to get away with a lot of things at this young age. But if I had to tally up the amount of destruction Mikey caused by the time he was about 7, I'd say it was probably about $12,000. That's including the rent monies that he took. That's including my wedding ring. That's including some of the furniture and clothes that he tore up of his own, mine, and Quan's as well. He did not discriminate. We can all get it. He didn't care. And he didn't care about things, material things. He didn't care about toys and gifts and things like that. We would buy him computers and things like that to keep him, occupied and make sure we monitored what he watched and what he did on it. But he didn't have a problem with tearing up a computer or a game system. He took his Nintendo Switch and broke it. He would take his glasses. His glasses was $500 because he has myopia. And he would take them and get mad and twist it and break them. And he needed his glasses because he had severe myopia. So these are just some of the things we dealt with when he was 7. For more information about Mikey and what we did at age 7 and all the rest of his ages, check out my book, Picking Up the Pieces to 100 Broken Promises by Yushima Cherry Burks. It's available in all major bookstores. And let me know what you think. If you've ever had an experience with a difficult child or a neurodivergent child who is homicidal or suicidal, let me know your experience. Let's talk about it because we need to support each other. We got to stick together.